I'm Reverend James DeBoer, and I'm part of the United Church of Christ Social Justice and Witness Network. This month, the administration has broadcast far and wide the message that they are serious about taking over Greenland. Throughout our society, many people, including Christians, feel in our guts there's something definitely wrong about this, but what exactly? What we're hearing from the administration and from the war party in general goes like this. America has lots of nuclear weapons and a big army, so we can dominate the world and take whatever resources and territory we choose. Some advocates dress this up as a military necessity, chiding anyone who has doubt that it's a dog-eat-dog world, either dominate or be dominated. Some layer in an appeal to Christian destiny, adding that it's God's will right now for America to be strong and self-aggrandizing because God blesses the strong and scorns the weak. Here's one Christian pastor's perspective on why taking over Greenland by military force or with the threat of the military is a deep affront to the ministry of Jesus Christ. First is do unto others as you'd have them do unto you, as in Luke 6. This tireless teaching applies to how nations treat each other as much as individuals. How would Americans feel if a foreign country were to take over a large chunk of the U.S.? Early in the 20th century, Germany tried to goad Mexico into doing exactly that. Mexico refused, but Germany's effort was enough to launch a raging American public into World War I. Also right around then, the U.S. signed a treaty recognizing and respecting Denmark's control over Greenland. This brings me to the second reason, which is let your yes mean yes and your no mean no. You give your word, a country just as much as you or me. We're not supposed to go back on it. It doesn't mean just for right now or until circumstances change or until it's more convenient for me to do something else. If you, like me, are concerned about people feeling more and more like they can just do whatever they want, like their commitments that they make to other people don't really matter, behavior like going back on a treaty is a big part of it, and it's against the plain text of the Bible and Christ's teaching in Matthew 5. 3 is love your neighbor, and you know it's not just your neighbor, it's also the stranger, and it's also your enemy. Even if America's conquests result in a world of people who fear us and resist us, Jesus says to love these people too. But thankfully, we have not reached that point as a people. The world still wants to believe in America. They still suppose that threatening Greenland and anywhere else the administration is considering does not reflect the best of who we can be. As Europe faced starvation conditions the year following World War II, Americans, having endured years of food rationing, were asked if they supported going back to food rationing so there would be enough for hungry people in Europe. 70% said yes. That is the America that Christ is calling us to be, not the America that bullies and snatches. Thanks be to God. Amen.